All right, welcome back. This is M-Dog, and we're going to try to do, so the daily here at Netherlands is perch. Ooh, look at this. Flint. Whenever it's purple like that, I feel like it's always an especially good deal, so maybe we try to do that as well. All this eyed stuff would be easy. What time of day is it? 6:53. All right, let's see what's on the lake here. Flint. Oh, that's kind of awkward, actually. Shiner live bait. So size 1 hook with shiner live bait and hope we get lucky. What about perch? Oh, bloodworm. Size 1 hook bloodworm. Bait fish as well. Alright, this is interesting. So for right now, let's set up our... Hold on, which one is this? This is low, mid, high. Alright, so let's go... Size 1. Those. Size 1. I don't know that I really want to use bait fish. Bloodworm, is that our other option? Of course, we could also pull out our spinning. We might do that in a minute, but I think bloodworm might be good, right? Shrimp tail. I guess it depends on how much shrimp tail I have. Only 5. I also think worm typically catches perch too, right? We can at least try it. So we need 6 kilos of perch. But really, as soon as we start, like if we get a spinning setup out with something small on there, we can probably spin fish for perch as well. Is that a rud? Oh, an eyed. Alright, we'll just give it a second, see what happens. So I thought we would try to do this perch daily if we can do it pretty quickly. I kind of feel like going back to the starter pond and seeing if we can't work on some silver metals there. That just kind of seemed like a fun thing to do, but we'll see. Which the other thing I want to do... Okay, so first of all, I purchased this off video, and I have loved it. This is such a fun setup. So it's the Trout Master. I bought this at Poland. Very inexpensive reel. And notice the test is 2 to 5 grams, which is just awesome for like this small stuff. So like here, if we wanted to catch perch, we could throw on one of these Trout Master, and that might work for a perch. Or one of these. That might work for a perch. So like just all kinds of stuff you can do. It's like a poor man's ultralight setup basically, but it's called the Trout Master. Anyway, I've really enjoyed using that. It was an inexpensive way of getting a small setup that still has enough strength to get the job done. But I think what I want to get next, 2 things. One, I'm going to go ahead and get our rod pod. I'm tired of not using a rod pod. So let's go ahead and equip that. It must be under equipment. And then we'll upgrade the rod pod to a nicer version. I think it was Jeff. Somebody told me in chat that it's just cheaper to go to craft it instead of purchasing the nice one straight up. So we'll look at doing that eventually. But I really think what I want to get are pickers. So what I need to decide is... do we want to get the small one? So that is up to 3 kilos. And the reel that you would put with that, let's see what the restrictions are. 2,500 reels. Okay, so this one, but we don't need that much strength, so you'd actually put this one on there, right? So that's still what I'm trying to figure out is, do I want to go the smallest? Or do I want to go light? $3 kilo versus 5.20. So let's think about when we're on the starter pond or when we're going for small stuff. What were we using in the beginning? Let's look at those starter feeders we have. See how much strength they were. So far the worm has not caught a fish, so maybe we switch out the worm. Or maybe we get out that spinner in just a second and we'll practice with that spinner, with that Troutmaster rod a little bit. But I cannot recommend the Troutmaster enough. It's been a blast. And I was doing really well fishing for some of the salmon type species or whatever they are at Poland with some of those. Maybe we should use a zero hook actually. Now that I think about it. Okay, so starter feeders. So we were using 4.5. So that would be more like the middle one of the pickers. I'm just trying to think about like a really big, you know, like silver bream. Like we can get that. What about a really big crucian? Can we get that in on the smallest size? I would think so. I mean, obviously the smallest size you can use to go for all the tiny fish, right? But I guess what I'm trying to figure out is what about that next size? So what about roach would be fine. They don't really have that type of fish here. Yeah, like what about Vemba up to 3.7? That's going to be rough on that smallest picker size, right? Silver bream would be fine. Crucian and, you know, golden crucian, that kind of stuff, that's what I'm trying to think about. I'm not sure. All right, let's pull this in and let's try to do some spin fishing here. See if we can't find a perch using our Troutmaster. I don't know if I have the one that's actually on here. What is this? The CRL DGM3. And I'm not sure where that is found, but I do not have that. All right, let's go down to 30. These are little spinner baits, so I think all we can do is... Look how far that cast it. I forget how far. This thing can cast a country mile if you're in the right test. I think with these spinnerbaits, all we want to do is uniform guiding. I don't know, 30 might be okay. It's also possible we might want to go up to 35. We should probably try some of those like small jigs here. Ooh, there we go. We'll see if this is a perch. I think we switch both of these rods to zero hooks. It's a shad. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we catch perch on a zero hook. think I can still use these on a 0 hook, right? Oh, no, it has to be a 1. Maybe this will work eventually. I don't know. Let's try this one more time. We'll go up to 35. Then we'll maybe switch to a different lure. There we go. Oh yeah, be a perch. It's a monster perch. I love this rig. It's so nice. So fun to use. We're in Ide Central right now. All right, 2 to 5 is our test. So we really can't use that one. We can only use like the micro jig size. So this comes in at 4. Should be good. Let's try this. We're going to try to do that jump step thing. Already we have a bite. I'm telling you, these little jigs, fish like them. But if this isn't a perch, we're going to move down. We're going to move spots. I don't know what's going on. This is where I caught perch last time, was down here, but these are up to just over 1 kilo. It does kind of feel like 0 hook might be better, but I don't know. If we don't start catching perch soon, though, we're going to forget about this daily. All right. Oh, I love being able to fast travel now down to here. Like immediate bite, so maybe this will be a perch. Interesting. What else likes these things? Flathead mullet. Why aren't we getting... There we go. Well, that's guiding. There's jump. So I wasn't doing something right to get the jump going. Might have been going too fast. It's like a big pike or something. Oh, it's an eel. A large eel. We got that jump going. That's a grayling. That's a nice fish. Oh, white fish. Cool. Not a perch. Oh, we were trying to get like flint or something with this, weren't we? Not perch. That's a pike. Alright, hold on. Where are those flint? Worm. Oh, Troutmaster. M2. Alright, we could try that. Actually, let's go to records. What's the biggest perch? Worm? No, that's regular. Sea worm. Hold everything. Oh, that might be the answer. All I know is bloodworm not working. In fact, bloodworm's not catching anything with this setup. Perch might be a little bit smaller than I realize here. The regular perch. Alright. Alright, if this is a perch, we figured it out. Oh, we only have 3 of these. And I bet they don't sell them here. Where did I buy sea worms at? Like No, this is Netherlands. Oh, that's not a perch. Oh, right in front of us. Holy cow. Okay, a little bit faster retrieval. So at 35 speed, it's not hitting the ground. At 30, it was still like sinking down and hitting the ground a little bit. Oh, it is hitting the ground now, although that's because it's coming up to the shallower part, I guess. These are definitely not staying on the surface, though. Maybe they're not meant to. Oh yeah, these are little... I don't know. Let's try 40. Yeah, they immediately go under. It seems like. I'm telling you, this is where we caught the perch last time. This is where we got sea worm. So what I'm trying to figure out is, do we go with the smallest picker and really just target the smallest of fish with that? Or do we go with the mid-sized picker and replace our starter feeder rods? Basically just get rid of them, because it'll be a very similar strength to what those are. I kind of think I want to get the smallest ones first. We might even have 2 sets of pickers eventually. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to just get one of the smallest. All right, let's go down to 35. Seemed to work better at 35. One of the smallest, and we're going to experiment with it, see how it goes using it at the starter pond for stuff. And if I really like them, then we'll get a whole set of those. Did we finally find a fent? I'm not sure. Nope. All right. We could do this, or this, or this, or these. Let's see if this catches anything here. It's like the perch are just maybe turned off right now. Bait fish, huh? The biggest fent was on bait fish. But you have to use at least a size 2 hook for bait fish. That's what's confusing about those. All right. Still not bad. Honestly, the fish here are pretty good in terms of silver, even when you're kind of all over the place like we have been so far here. All right, so we're going to go cheapest picker. And cheapest reel. So we're getting 3 kilos of line. This is really for those pickers. All right, let's set it up and see what the test is up to 30. So we need a signal. And does it come in 20? No, 30. Well, we definitely don't want those. So I guess we're going to be using, because there's no like, yeah. Although a lot of times, oh crap. That's the advantage of casting rigs. You can put bullets on there to hit your test. But you can't use them on spinning, is that right? Is that what we're saying? How often are we gonna be using ground bait? I bet we will some. All right. We desperately need to upgrade our hook quality. I almost hope it's not a perch. Okay. Okay. Let's see what kind of stuff we can get into here. All right, it's still daytime. We could go try Gudgeon. Bloodworm. Record gudgeon, bloodworm. I'm not going to try ground bait. Maybe you can use it on spinner. I think we have to use 0, right? I also just wonder if it's going to be better with... You know what? Let's try using a 1 hook. Eight pieces of roach. I mean, we're bound to do that. Alright, there it is, by the way. There's our little picker rod. Alright, what depth do we have it at? Gudgeon, I don't know that it needs to be at surface for gudgeon. We'll see. Alright, first fish on the picker. Large gudgeon. That was 3 grams off from being for that income quest or whatever. Alright, let's see. So we probably don't ever get a gudgeon with a 1 hook. We probably need to go 0 hook. I just wanted to see if there was any chance. Let's go. We're on the gudgeon. We're going to get this closer to the bottom. Ooh. Even bigger. One thing that's really nice about this is if we catch any really small ones, like under 50 grams, we can get some bait fish. Alright, let's see if we found gudgeon on the float. Yeah. But these are a little too big for bait fish, and they're not big enough for the silvering it or our little quest. There's a little loach. Alright, we're going to start leveling up this picker. Alright, gudgeon and then roach. So what are record roach on? Maggots, 1.2 kilos. Maggot and bloodworm. I wonder if we go to size 1 hook on roach, if we get consistent bites, or is that going to be on 0? Hey, we're hitting the gudgeon, and they're all like right at the right. I mean, they're right at the same size right now. Oof. What if this was a gudgeon? Hey, this is a good test. Like, whatever size this fish is, it was big enough to at least pull a little bit for a second. Oh, it's a rudd. It's a large rudd. Yeah, like any bigger than that. So a 1 kilo fish is going to be a fun fight on this setup. Do we need a certain size rudd? Yep, 800 grams. That was not that far off, by the way. Record rudd on bloodworm. Oh, I didn't know we had the golden crucian and the silver bream. Okay, that's awesome. We also need to get a certain size leech. So from what I've seen, feeders are just as good, if not better, for the gudgeon, it looks like. Loach. We'll have to keep an eye on if oh, these gudgeon aren't going to be worth anything, so it's probably worth doing that. Although, if it's less than 50 grams, well, we've got plenty of time to think about it. So we need 220 grams worth of gudgeon. 60, 120. Wait, do we already have that? We're going to get squid, and we already have it? Dang. Heck yeah. So now it's like we're getting out of the... Maybe that was just like the perfect time of day where the bigger gudgeon come in. $209 Loach. $250 is what we need on Loach. Now we're getting bait fish. Oh, that was a big one. Holy cow. That gave us 700 XP towards the club. Which, by the way, we are now well into level 8. There we go. That's so good. Like we need more bait fish. We haven't been catching bait fish in quite a while. We haven't caught anything on this picker in a while. I'd say this probably isn't a gudgeon. Oh yeah, it's a little rudd, isn't it? Ooh. In 8 minutes we can take the eyed one, if I remember. We won't have long to try to claim it, but it's a really good one. 160 income for just 8 eyed. Way to make some silver while we're here. Bait fish. Say there's like no question this spot over here is a little more active right now than where our picker is. It's a little perch, I think. 5 minutes, 53 seconds. So, is eyed one of our fish? No. It's not. Alright, I think, you know, whenever gudgeon time is, I feel like we're pretty much past it. Pulled that too early. So what it was worth, it was like 2 p.m., a little after 2, 3 p.m., something like that, when gudgeons were kind of going off. Oh, there's another decent one. Maybe we're about to hit another hot time. What is going on with this thing? I love it. You could see the fish swimming across, like over here towards us. All right. Trying to think about what do we want to try for at night here. Probably crucian. See if either one of these are gudgeon. How big do we need to get? $80 grams. So we're 10 grams off on that one. Rough, huh? It's gonna start getting rough. Speaking of rough, we need a 200 gram rough. Bloodworm. Probably bloodworm. We could try salmon roe. Alright, so that's a 5 gram leech. Just for reference sake, let's see what we need in terms of size on the leech. Ooh, it's another Gudgeon. 17 grams off. We need 30, no. We need 17 grams on the leech. And that was 5. They may be all over the place, but I feel like a lot of the small fish species are up in this corner. Oh, that's 2 grams off. That one was 2 grams off. Welcome, Big Dave. Alright, so just so you know, Mr. Pringles, you're at 13 days, so we're on the chopping block here. We are on the chopping block. Fish bait. Oh, we can't do income because we still have the roach. 29 gram. Up to 220. We might be able to fill that right now for more club experience. Alright, but if it's under 50 grams, we actually... Oh, is that a loach again? There we go. More clubs, more club experience. We should probably try to finish that roach quest. Is this a good time to go for roach, maybe? We need one that's 600 grams. Oh yeah, we said maggot, bloodworm. So I think we probably have to go up to what, a size 1 hook? For roach? Does that make sense? I mean, it gets you out of the small fish. Or maybe there's just other spots, deeper areas where the small fish aren't as present. Do we still think there's a chance on a big gudgeon? Maybe we stick with it a little longer. We're about to finish the daily. We've pretty much gone through the whole daily quest on just these little small fish. 73 grams. That is getting really close to 80. We're half. No, we've got 3 out of 8 on the roach now. Come on, be a gudgeon. Be a gudgeon. I think it is. 64 grams. Those gudgeon are getting big. Oof. Yes. Not a gudgeon. All right, that's the daily, obviously. I think, who was it? Somebody caught a trophy crucian like right here, casting out pretty far out that way. Alright, so if this is a gudgeon, it's decent, I think. Oh, it's a loach. Well, I think it's too big to be a gudgeon. Now we're halfway there on roach. Okay. Do we want? Oh no, we want leech. Leech is so good for our bream fishing. We're gonna totally do that. And then we probably need, what, one more? Yeah, one more gudgeon. Come on, game. Give us one more gudgeon. I know it's getting a little late. Okay. How many do we need? 19 grams? That's not a gudgeon. Come on, gudgeon. No, that's a loach. The rough might start moving in. It's another golden. No, it's a regular crucian. Might be our last chance. Yes. I'm totally going to take that for the quest so that we can get those leech. Alright. Let me, Whoa. Holy cow. Alright, let me go use the restroom real quick. I do think this was a good spot for all that, but how much income is that quest? Oh, sorry, experience 382. That's probably not worth it. Okay. Bloodworm, huh? Pearl barley. All right, do we ever do some sort of tension crucian ground bait? Ooh, here we go. Let's work out this picker rod. $1.249. Just imagine. Alright, let me think about this. What size hooks do I go for bream? If we're at Netherlands, we go up to size 3, right? Or do we go up to 2? No, we go up to 2. God, I can't remember. My memory is so bad. Oh, can we not use pearl barley on a 2? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, no, you can. I just wasn't going up enough. So this is what I want to test. Do we still have any crucian bites at all on a 2 hook? Or does that completely kill the bite? Which, by the way, we haven't had a single bite yet on our our dough that's like got a P base to it or whatever. Which we have one now, so we'll see what that is. Alright, it's a golden crucian. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just feel like these size 1 hooks are catching pretty small fish. So I'm wondering if we can go up to 2s and still get the crucian at all. Or if that just kills the bite. Alright, that is a little crucian, but just felt like it took forever to get a bite on this. Let's try maggots on this one. So the only one we still have a large one hook on is the first one. Everything else is 2s now. Which that could kill the bite rate. If I'm remembering the hook difference, at like Russia, for example, using 1 hooks does pretty good with bream, right? But if you go up to 2, it kind of kills the bite rate. But if you're at Netherlands, if you go up to 2, it's like perfect. Although I could be misremembering and it's 2 to 3. I'll have to, next time I'm there, I'll have to test it. I can't remember now. Well, yeah, they're certainly not catching stuff on bloodworms on a size 2 hook. So maybe 2 is too big for this place. I'll give it another couple minutes, but maybe 2 is just too big for crucians. That would make sense, right? I feel like that would make sense. Alright, so we didn't catch any records. We did find a good, any silver medals this time. We did find a good gudgeon spot, though. And in the mornings down there, it's pretty good for bleak as well. Float fishing on the surface. Based on what I've seen so far, I'm not sure this is the crucian spot. It seems like crucian are a little small right now compared to what we're used to seeing some of, at least. All right, I am getting tired. I've had some long days. This is one of my busy weeks. That's why there's less content this week coming out, but hopefully this weekend and next week will be a little slower. Wait, yeah. This is the only one that has a size 1 hook, so it's the only one we're getting bites on. but we're getting small bites. It's just in a good spot, I don't think. Okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Peace out.